Hey guys, it's Pam. Welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. Here we are in Skyhold. We just discovered this pretty amazing place, which of course still looks like uh, wild animals have been living here, but it won't take long for it to start looking better. Actually, one of the things that I really enjoyed about this game is seeing the progress, because it starts out with piles of, wood, the roof's falling in all over the place.
What did they
But
make down here, and what can I make?
yeah, I just forgot. I took my headphones off. There we go. I stopped to have something to eat because my stomach was all rumbly. The Undercraft, cataloging Skyhold Undercraft editions. So this is where we're going to go to do all our crafting from now on. We don't have all those guys who helped us before, but Harriet made it out,
Where's my
at least.
I've walked away from too many burning buildings for one lifetime. This place, though, it'll be all right. It's Inquisitor now, isn't it? That'll take some getting used to.
You think it's strange to say? It's stranger to hear.
Don't let it go to your head. We need you level. Everyone just got a big, hard reason to hate Corypheus. And we already did, but we didn't have a name. You're the surprise, not him.
We left in a hurry, but you got into your old place. Save anything?
Family hammer. It's as stupid as it sounds. It's good to be back at work.
How's this place shaping up as a forge?
Better than Haven ever could be. Not the way I wanted an upgrade, but ever forward.
I'll be back later.
I'll be here.
So what's nice is you now have a way to tint armor as well as make it. So I don't think I have anything synchronized, but I just want to do that. Craft weapons. We'll also be able to make runes in a little bit. Customizing Skyhold. We can change a whole bunch of stuff. This is what all those thrones and heraldry and banners and windows were for. I'm not going to mess with any of that just yet. I just want to show there's where my potions are. So everything's basically in one place, and then I can still buy and sell. Best of all, they put in storage, so now I can put a bunch of stuff in here. I'm actually going to just drop all of the upgrades, which is going to really help my inventory. I'm going to put these in there. Nice, I picked up a bunch of stuff. That I'll be able to make a different chicken thing now, and then I'll go through the rest of it later on. I'm not going to deal with inventory management right now, even though you could do it constantly. Even though Skyhold has been abandoned for ages, there's a chapter of Heart in Hightown here. I would really like to read the whole thing. I mean, like as a full book, because the chapters themselves are really pretty short. So we're going to explore a little bit. All of our companions made it, at least. Yeah, I'm still angry about that one thing, but what they do is when you come here, all of the people who fulfilled those functions, like the Requisition Master, have been changed out, and there are now new people dealing with all that. So if you didn't save them, there's new people. If you did save them, they're still there. They just not doing that function anymore. Josephine's already nicely set up here.
I've made some inquiries into the Imperial Court. The sooner we deal with the threats to the Empress, the better. The political situation in the Empire is dangerously unstable. It will complicate matters.
Everything in the Empire complicates matters. It's the Orlesian national pastime.
Turn your nose up at the grand game if you like, Commander, but we play for the highest stakes, and to the death.
The Court's disapproval can be as great a threat as the Venatori. We must be vigilant to avert disaster.
Exactly what do you mean? How is it more dangerous than usual?
The Empress is in the middle of a civil war. Her cousin, Grand Duke Gaspard, seeks to take her throne by force. Leliana reports that a group of elves has been sabotaging both armies, drawing out the hostilities. Orlais holds Tevinter at bay. All of Thedas could be lost if the Empire falls to Corypheus. Celine is holding peace talks under the auspices of a grand masquerade. Every power in Orlais will be there. It's the perfect place for an assassin to hide.
grand masquerade. I need to go shopping.
I'll arrange for an invitation at your discretion, Inquisitor. Inquisitor, I was just inspecting our new headquarters. Foundation cracks, nesting animals, and miles from any centers of civilization. The staff must make it presentable if we're to receive any visitors of distinction.
The people coming know we just survived Corypheus and a dragon.
And they must be confident we are able to do so again. The mages are showing great trust in you. They need to feel safe here.
After that battle with Corypheus, how could anyone not feel perfectly safe?
I can't stop dwelling on the day he attacked our camp. Do you know who first leapt to arms? Our workers. They were so proud of our cause. Corypheus simply cut them down. So much screaming after that first blast of fire. So many people turned to ash.
We lost far too many good people to that monster.
I'm sure they'll find rest with the Maker. Well, before I return to my duties, allow me to congratulate you on your appointment as Inquisitor, my lord. I will now bring diplomatic issues to your attention, and I'm more than happy to help with any situations that arise.
You don't have to be so formal just because I'm Inquisitor now, Josephine.
Our allies and guests should see you treated with every courtesy, Inquisitor, especially considering the newness of your office. Fortunately, after your courage at Haven, it's no difficult task to do so.
This is one of those examples where voice acting makes so much of a difference, because when their voices got soft and they were talking about what happened, it's still, it's just heart-wrenching. Okay, so our war council's through here, which means that every time I go to do a war table mission, I'm going to go past Josephine. But that's good, because otherwise I might not talk to her, especially the way she was hidden behind a door in Haven. But we can already see how much the map has further opened up for us now that... Look, there's like 8 million missions now. We had like none before. So they sent us some Griffin mail. That was nice of the Saurians. We secured our route through the Frostbacks. Do I have any others? I want to protect my clan. I need to figure out what's... Oh, shoot. Dalan, I would not trouble you normally. You have enough on your shoulders, fighting ancient Vinter Magisters while representing your people. Unfortunately, the rifts that plague this land have spread chaos and fear along with them, and many seek to take advantage of it. Bandits are attacking Clan Llewellyn. The raiders are well armed and heavily armored, and they come in numbers our hunters cannot match. We had settled in a small unclaimed valley not far from Wycombe, a safe place for few risks, but these bandits may force us to seek a new home. If your Inquisition can help, they might save our clan much hardship. I think I need to send Liliana. I'm not sure. I want to double check before I go any further on that one, because you have to be careful about how you proceed with that. Grand Cleric Iona sent us an Amulet of Power. We have the Serpent of Navarra. We have more Truth or Dare, which is by Josephine.
Are you all right, Liliana?
We can make contact in the Emerald Graves.
Are you? I suppose not.
Liberate and freeze
Haven was
Duleon.
trying.
Investigate the Exalted Plains. These are all part of the Dales. Stop Venatory activity in the west. That's the Hissing Wastes. Investigate the shards. Investigate the western approach is what we're going to have to do next. But I'll get there in a minute.
Inquisitor?
One of the 5 bells of Hunterfell. Can do Shadows over Denerim. This is from Alistair. Oh, I love this. Inquisitor, first things first, an apology. I offered the rebel mages safe harbor in Ferelden only to have them drive my uncle out of his own town, so I'll admit I wasn't in the best of moods when I first met you. I just wanted everyone out of Redcliffe and didn't care who was responsible for what. Now I wish I'd done otherwise. Isn't that always the way? These cultists, Venatori, I think they're called? We have them in the royal palace, or so I'm told. Like rats, but with magic and nasty sneers. I don't know what they're up to, but I need to find them and drive them out. Since the Inquisition knows all about them, I'm hoping you'll help. Something, something, grateful something. Wait, did you just write that? You scribes do this on purpose, don't you? King Alistair Theron.
To what?
Yes, we're gonna send forces to help with that, and that's all we're gonna do for right now. But yeah, after this is when the game really opens up. Like, we thought we had a lot to do before. Well, that's nothing. If you want to go do and be completionist, you have to hit all those areas. There's shards. There's all kinds of local quests. Enhanced spell to the Winter Pact. Nice. Who's that amulet for? That's what I want to know. Not for me. It's for Cassandra. Okay, that's fine. Give that to her. So she gets another level, or another point. She doesn't actually level up. She just gets a point in her tree. Now there's going to be a way through there eventually, but when we open it up right now, it's just full of boxes. Solus is going to be through there. It's just such a mess. And it's like, this is it? This is where we are now? We have like 2 people from Orlais who are standing there gossiping. But Skyhold itself is just beautiful. And it's actually defensible. Unlike Haven, you can tell this is a place that will stand up to an attack. First of all, it's hard to get to. I can't imagine.
This place. It's a bloody palace, it is. Fit for a king, eh?
Or an Inquisitor. I can't imagine siege weaponry trying to get up here. And now we have whole new scenes and conversations with all our peoples.
It was a mistake to use Haven as a base of operations. The town was completely indefensible.
It was a bad location. We should have moved sooner.
You left yourself vulnerable to attack. It was a miscalculation, one that I'm sure you won't repeat. But the enemy struck a serious blow against you and the Inquisition. We must recognize that. You must.
For every person I saved, 2 more were cut down. I failed them.
You haven't failed them, my dear. The men and women who fight for you gave their lives for a great cause, and they fought to the end. The rest still fight, and you will fail them if you give up now. Our enemy advances, Inquisitor. We must not sit idly by. Act first, and teach them to fear us. You can become the leader the faithful require, but you must do it soon.
She has a point. But you can tell, like, if you've been cozying up to her and doing things she approves of, she's much nicer when you talk to her.
So, this is Skyhold. Come, let's walk the ramparts. I want to examine our fortifications. We'll be able to see Corypheus coming from miles away.
Corypheus thinks we're beaten. By the time he finds us, we'll be legion.
I know soldiers. I know our soldiers. Corypheus made 100 enemies when he kicked down our door. Let him come. I swear I'll take the twisted bastard down, even if I have to die to do it.
You see this as a personal insult, don't you?
If it's not personal for you, maybe it should be. The people flock to your banner, eager to fight for the Herald of Andraste. Their faith is a leash, and your Inquisition has taken hold of it.
How do I always find the wrong thing to say with him?
Tell me honestly, are you what they say you are? Andraste's chosen?
There's so little I remember. What if they're right?
Does it even matter? Don't you see what you are to them? Without you, they'd be consumed by despair. We all would. They need you to be Andraste's messenger. It gives them hope. The truth doesn't matter. Listen to me talk. Your time is valuable, and I've wasted enough of it.
Since we're up here on the battlements, you can see part of the inn here, but we won't be able to go in until later. Again, everything's still pretty much ruined. A lot of stuff. I love that there's like a bed set up here with, you know, fallen pictures and everything, but the roof's caved in, but whatever. And there's Varric. The wind. Now see, I can't remember exactly what she looked like. I don't think I had the blood stripe on her though, because she's not... Yeah, I don't think I did. Oh, this is probably going to end up being default. I can't go with that hair though. That's going to have to do it. I don't want to get too fussy with this because I can never remember exactly what she looked like.
Inquisitor, meet Hawk, the champion of Kirkwall.
Though I don't use that title much anymore.
Hawk, the Inquisitor. I figured you might have some friendly advice about Corypheus. You and I did fight him, after all.
You've already dropped half a mountain on the bastard. I'm sure anything I can tell you pales in comparison.
Oh, I don't know. You did save a city from a horde of rampaging Kunari.
I don't see how that really applies. Or is there a horde of rampaging Kunari I don't know about?
There's a Kunari. He almost qualifies as a horde all by himself. Fortunately, he's on our side.
So, then, what can I tell you?
Varric said that you fought Corypheus before.
Fought and killed. The Grey Wardens were holding him, and he somehow used his connection to the Darkspawn to influence them.
Corypheus got into their heads, messed with their minds, turned them against each other.
If the Wardens have disappeared, they could have fallen under his control again.
So Corypheus has the Venatori, the Red Templars, and now possibly the Wardens as well. Wonderful.
I didn't come this far just to give you bad news. I've got a friend in the Wardens. He was investigating something unrelated for me. His name is Stroud. The last time we spoke, he was worried about corruption in the Warden ranks. Since then, nothing.
Corypheus would certainly qualify as corruption in the ranks. Did your friend disappear with them?
No. He told me he'd be hiding in an old smuggler's cave near Crestwood.
If you didn't know about Corypheus, what were you doing with the Wardens?
The Templars in Kirkwall were using a strange form of lyrium. It was red. I'd hoped the Wardens could tell me more about it.
Corypheus had Templars with him at Haven. They looked like they'd been exposed to the lyrium you describe.
Hopefully, my friend in the Wardens will know more.
I'll take any lead I can get at the moment.
Good. I'll do whatever I can to help. Corypheus is my responsibility. I thought I'd killed him before. This time I'll make sure of it. Inquisitor.
You said you thought you killed Corypheus.
The Grey Wardens had him imprisoned. They used my father's blood in a ritual to seal Corypheus inside. But he could still reach out and influence the Warden's thoughts. He sent them after me. And I didn't just think I killed him. When the fight was done, he was dead on the ground. Maybe his tie to the Blight somehow brought him back, or maybe it's all Tevinter magic. But he was dead, I swear it.
I believe you.
Where did you go after the mages rebelled?
I heard the Chantry might be sending an exalted march to Kirkwall to put down the rebellion. We thought that leaving would save lives and force the Divine to divide her forces to hunt for us. But all the circles were rising up by then. We helped a lot of them take that final step.
I'd like to know more about Anders. What was he like?
I don't know if there ever was just an Anders. There was a voice in him, driving him toward justice for the mages. So loud that it drowned everything out. Even me.
I heard that you two were close.
When someone betrays you like that, it takes a long time to get past it. I don't know if we ever have. But I can't just give up on him. He'd be here now if it was anyone after me but the Wardens. Anders used to be a Grey Warden. Whatever is going on with him, I couldn't risk exposing him to it. That went poorly the first time we met Corinthius.
Yes, I did eventually play the DLC, and I do remember how rough that was.
I heard you had family and friends in Kirkwall. Where are they now?
My brother's a Grey Warden. I had my friend Aveline take him as far from Orlais as possible. When all the Wardens started acting strangely, I had to keep my family safe. I'm never really happy leaving Anders alone. Once I realized Wardens were acting strangely, I had no choice. I've seen Corypheus affect Anders' mind before. If he was involved, I couldn't risk it happening again.
Assume Varric's been feeding you information about the Inquisition. What did he say about me?
Only good things, I promise. I was a little surprised, actually. Varric isn't one for religion in general, but he thinks highly of the Inquisition. I think the exact phrase was, has a good shot at fixing Blondie's mess.
We'll talk later.
I'll meet you at Crestwood.
Yeah, she romanced Anders. I really couldn't help myself. When he tells you that he has feelings for you, he's so raw and open, and it was just really sweet. And yes, I know exactly what he did, and I have no problem with what he did. Well, his methods may have been a bit extreme, but
like this ever lost?
What really bothers me when people are like, "Oh, he was awful," and they want to kill him, and it's just they make it very black and white. That's not who he is.
So, Inquisitor. It's Inquisitor now, right? Remember that war we talked about stopping? Full of little baddies I can stick with little arrows. That's not a friggin' archdemon, is it? Droste, what did I step in?
I've apparently been through a lot. Yes, Corypheus was a surprise.
No, a surprise would be, oh, I stepped in dog shite. No one says, oh, a Magister God monster, I'm surprised. Impossible things aren't surprises.
The ancient thing trying to kill us seems pretty real.
Don't get me started. Oh, wait, too late, right? A Magister who cracked the Black City. It's a hazy dream, right? I mean, if it's real, then the seat of the Maker? Real thing. A seat needs a book, so the Maker? Real thing. Fairy stories about the start and end of the world? Real things. It's too far, innit? I just want to plug the Skyhold rubbish so I can go play.
Keep calling it nonsense. That perspective will keep the Inquisition grounded.
Oh, I can do that. Sure could use a few more people shouting no. We fight, the bad things go away, everyone calms down, and everything goes back to normal. A nice, well-paid normal.
You're starting to not sound completely crazy.
I know, scary, innit? So bring 'em on. But first, food. I'm starving.
See, it's so hard to have a conversation with Sarah where you're not actively insulting her, and I don't want to do that. I may not agree with what she believes, but also I can't walk over a tent peg, apparently. That doesn't mean that I have to be angry with her all the time. It's not like you're perfectly right or you're perfectly wrong.
So, that Tevinter guy sent you into the future?
Every time I think I understand magic, the rules change.
I know, right? If I were a mage, I'd just throw fire at people. That's honest.
I don't know why we had to have that conversation.
Well, you've got the fortress for it. Speaking of which, when you've got a second, there's something I want to show you.
Sure.
What did you want me to come see?
Here, come on. I'll show you.
Oh, my back is all itchy.
Why am I dressed like this?
You'll see. Come on. It'll be worth your time, I promise. Evening. Iron Bull. My merc band just joined up.
Tanner. I'm from Jader. Well, near Jader.
Mira. I was guard captain for Lady Pendel. Signed on after shit blew up at the Conclave. Share a drink? Who's your friend?
This is Grim. He doesn't talk much.
Hey.
So, you ready to kill some demons? Or Venatori, or whatever that Corypheus asshole is?
This isn't just about killing. We're helping the Inquisitor save the world and build the next empire.
Well, long as I get paid, I'm happy. That's why I signed up.
I just couldn't spend my whole life on a farm. Needed to live a little, you know.
What about you, Mira? Why'd you join up? I thought you were serving some noble.
I saw what happened at Haven. The Inquisitor staring down that monster and his archdemon. I don't think the chant of light as much as I should. But you can't see something like that and not believe.
Well, Grim and I should find our tents. Thanks for the drink. I know every soldier under my command. You don't have that option, but a few faces might help.
It was good to get their perspective.
Yeah. Sounds like we could use an easy win for boys like Tanner. And vets like Mira have seen enough to be wary. You've got a good army coming along. Remember that, no matter what comes next.
See, everybody gives you a nice, interesting perspective. You know, Bull knows all his guys inside and out. Well, not literally, but I don't have that luxury, but at least I can get to know some people a little bit better. Oh, boy.
You knew where Hawk was all along.
You're damned right I did.
You conniving little shit.
You kidnapped me. You interrogated me. What did you expect?
Hey, enough!
You're taking his side?
I said enough!
Not taking anyone's side. You guys need to calm the hell down.
We needed someone to lead this Inquisition. First, Liliana and I searched for the hero of Ferelden, but he had vanished. Then, we looked for Hawk, but she was gone too. We thought it all connected, but no. It was just you. You who kept her from us.
The Inquisition has a leader.
Hawk would have been at the Conclave if anyone could have saved Most Holy.
You've made your point.
Varric is a liar, Inquisitor. A snake. Even after the Conclave, when we needed Hawk most, Varric kept her secret.
She's with us now. We're on the same side.
We all know whose side you're on, Varric. It will never be the Inquisition's.
Varric's earned his right to be here, Cassandra.
Thank you.
I must not think of what could have been. We have so much at stake. Go, Varric. Just go.
You know what I think? If Hawk had been at the temple, she'd be dead too. You people have done enough to her.
I believed him. He spun his story for me, and I swallowed it. If I just explained what was at stake, if I just made him understand. But I didn't, did I? I didn't explain why we needed Hawk. I'm such a fool.
You're too hard on yourself, Cassandra.
Not hard enough, I think.
You can't believe that.
I want you to know, I have no regrets. Maybe if we'd found Hawk or the hero of Ferelden, the Maker wouldn't have needed to send you. But he did. You're not what I'd pictured. But if I've learned anything, it's that I know less than nothing.
What really gets me in this is Varric's friendship with Hawk, how strong it has become. Because you don't really always see how strongly he feels, but he's been protecting Hawke the whole time, and clearly, you know, wants her safe. Like, you people have done enough to her. He knows how much she's been through, and I just really love that. Anyway, I have a bunch more conversations to get to, but for right now, I'm going to leave this here. I've recorded like 3 episodes, and I'm ready to take a break. So hopefully I'll get to see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.